Hell, I need to get my YouTube chat set up here real fast. Hold on. And let's see here. Okay. So hope everybody's having a good day. We're just getting ready to go clear out the den of evil here. I have not done anything whatsoever in hell mode. So I have it set up to I've got a +4 to frozen orb, rare orb that I keep on one weapon switch, and then I use this for my other weapon switch. So basically I just kind of am going through using Hydra to kill everything, and then when I need frozen orb to kill fire immunes, I'll just switch over, and that's the goal anyway. So we have really crappy resistances, so I'm gonna kind of have to be careful and try to avoid getting hit as best as we can anyways. Hold on. So at least the carvers are fallen, or dying really quickly to frozen orb, even though it's not maxed out yet. So you know, the only reason that we have the frozen orb to begin with is just to kill fire immunes. So as long as it's killing fire immunes, that's really all we need it to do. And I got Flavy over there, so that means the den should be right down here. Okay. This place is trouble, guys. Chills me to the bone. I can't remember what it is where they say this place chills me to the bone. So yeah, we got gargantuans that are cold immune. Got some keys. I finally stocked up on keys. Yesterday I was could not keep keys on me for whatever reason, so. Four socket bone weave. My favorite thing about actually questing through hell mode is you start dropping all the good stuff, like the elite Runeword bases and stuff like that, and you can actually find a lot of really good crap just questing through. I haven't really found anything particularly good on PD2 questing through, but on the most recent season of Path of Diablo, I ended up finding a low rune on my assassin and just out of some random chest in Act 3. Let's see. Executioner's sword. Good job, Hydras. So now that pet builds are kind of ruined, I think the Hydra Sorcs are going to be the new cheese champions, because you can really kind of get away with a lot using Hydras, because you can cast them around corners and stuff and avoid a whole lot of damage with them. So. And I really like with the loot messages, or like loot filter messages, how they, if your Hydras kill something off screen, you get a message, like, if it's good anyways. I mean, you can still miss some stuff depending on how your loot filter is set up, but I mean, if anything good drops when off screen, then at least you'll kind of get that notification and don't have to be paranoid about missing stuff. So, and oh hey, we got all of them in the first try. Awesome. Usually end up with one monster remaining that I have to try for, you know, I have to go laps and laps around the place trying to figure out where that one thing left alive is, but we actually managed to get them all this time, so that's pretty good. Oh, yeah, forgot, we cannot teleport in cold plains. Yep. Got it turned off, because no teleporting here. I guess we try and go kill Blood Raven. See how that goes. I don't know if I will ever really run Blood Raven, since I can't teleport here, but yeah, I'll pick up that Jared stone just in case. Who knows, it might be a +6 to Hydra orb. Oh, crap. Forgot no teleport. So that's pretty annoying. I rely on teleport a lot to reposition myself and reposition my mercenaries, and not being able to teleport down here is really kind of annoying, so. Kill this guy. Oh, Al-Hazir is taking a beating. Oh, hey, we dinged, though. That's good. Pick up that U wand for vendor purposes. The other thing I like about Hell Mode is that there's just so many named and champion packs that it's just awesome. I like named and champion packs. Yep. Still no teleport. Hey Charles, how you doing, man? I'm good tonight. How are you? Good, glad to hear it. Yeah, I had a pretty uneventful day today. I just hung out and trying to catch up on sleep mostly, so did a good job of that. Just in time to get worn out by the kiddo again this weekend, and that's alright, but I'm excited to see him tomorrow, so yay, good job, Al-Hazir. Okay. Yeah, I guess I can go back and try and kill Blood Raven later. I don't need to kill her for any specific reason, so Jewel. Stamina Shrine. And we're working on our energy pool finally. You know, we finally got Shaco equipped and still have pretty low mana pools, so we're putting some points into energy. We got a unique mace there. Saigons. Ooh, ow, ow, almost died there. Oh man. Gonna have to be a little more careful than that, I guess. The things certainly hurt. Al-Hazir, come kill this guy. We'll just use him to snipe all these shamans with, so they stop resurrecting all these little guys. Alright. Hoping we can find the waypoint sometime soon. Ooh, skill shrine. skill shrines are always good. And we found the Karen stones. Oh, and a waypoint right next to it, so now we just need to find the road. Okay, the road's right here. Okay, underground passage, here we go. I'm really excited to get to... Well, I'm really excited to get to Mephisto. I'm also excited for Act 2. I'm trying to run like Stony Tombs and Maggot Lair and all that, so those are really good areas to run for Fire Sorceress. Now they're level 85, that's even better. Well, thankfully those skeletons we can just kind of snipe. There's not a whole lot of fire immunes in Act 1, other than the Carvers or Fallen, whatever you want to call them. Those things are just everywhere. Frozen Orb has always been one of my favorite skills. You know, I started playing Diablo 2 way back in the day before Lord of Destruction never even came out. And, you know, back then there were no immune monsters. So with this build, I've got 1 point in, like, this 1 point in Cold Mastery, and then 1 point in everything I need to get Frozen Orb. And then I will max out Frozen Orbs, which I think I have 2 more points into that I need to put into it. And then everything else is going to go towards Hydra. So my Frozen Orb is just there to kill fire immunes. My primary source of damage is going to be Hydras. But yeah, so Frozen Orb is just going to be our fire immune killer. And, you know, in some zones like these ones where there's just a whole lot of shamans that are fire immune, I kind of lean on Frozen Orb more so, but for the most part, we're going to lean on Hydras and then put all of our talent points towards Hydra once we get Orb maxed out. So yeah, that'll give us a decent enough damage on Orb to kill fire immunes all the way through Hell mode, hopefully. You know, Mercenaries really go a long way in killing fire immunes as well. Oh, nice. Yeah, Blizzard, it might work. The one thing that with Blizzard, though, is it doesn't really start doing a whole lot of damage until you put points in synergies. Like, Frozen Orb without any synergies is still pretty good. You know, the synergies are only 3%, so you really don't gain a whole lot of damage from them. I mean, if you completely maxed out Frozen Orb and went just pure Frozen Orb cold spec, it's not bad. But then, I mean, you look at Blizzard and you get 9% per synergy point there. You know, so a big portion of your Blizzard damage will come from synergies. Whereas Frozen Orb doesn't rely on those synergies as much. So that way we can, you know, just kind of put everything towards Hydra, and Frozen Orb does well enough. You know, at very high levels of gear, you can kind of split your points a little bit more and get away with it. But with the way that damage scales in PD2, you're a lot better off just having a more focused type build. But unfortunately, as a sorceress doing, you know, a single element damage, that means your mercenary has to kill anything that's immune to you. And, you know, that's kind of rough at times, so. Uh-oh, my phone fell over. And then, you know, I don't really think that there's any good skills in the lightning tree either. lightning skills are very synergy dependent as well. So I think that really Frozen Orb's probably the best option. What's up, Humar? How you doing, man? Taking a break from Shadowlands to come say hi? I'm good. Just trying to make my way through hell mode on this sorceress here, so. Made some beef and broccoli earlier. It was pretty delicious. I love Asian food in general. Pretty much anything with sesame, soy, ginger, and garlic is, you know, I'm all over anything that has those flavors in it, so. Making my way downtown. Oh hey, we dinged again. That's one thing that's kind of nice about starting to quest through hell mode in your early to mid 60s is you sure get a lot of levels really quick. So... Right. And I really like that the Hydras last for 10 seconds each in PD2. And, you know, that way you can just kind of lay down your Hydras, switch over to Orb, and you're good to go for a while, you know? That was particularly handy doing things like bail runs and stuff. You can just lay your Hydras down right before they, you know, throw out the wave, and then you can just cast Frozen Orb for the whole wave, and it works pretty good. So. Okay, dark wood. We'll go find our scroll of Inifus. Yeah, these guys are all cold immune. Wood. Yes, wood. Oh, good old WoW days. How long ago was that we were running Arathi Basins and somebody just said wood? That was a long time ago, man. It was probably over 10 years ago, yeah? Yeah, wood instead of wood, W-O-U-L-D. Oh no. Oh, and of course she is. Cold and fire immune, just immune to me. Glad Alhazir is here. Alzheimer's. 1956. That was a good year, 1956. I think my dad turned 4. That was the first thing that I have ever gotten auto-modded for. I'm going to allow that, so... Maiden Javelin. Yep, typical woman, just immune to me. That's hashtag forever alone, guys. Trust me, it's not that bad. I think sometime soon we're going to run into these vile archers that are fire immune, and it's just going to completely throw me off. Get him, Alazir. I really need to get him some new gear sometime soon. He's kind of a giant vagina. Yeah, got our Scroll of Inifus. And I think we'll go find the Black Marsh waypoint before we go back and save Cain. So. And I know that we got the waypoint here, but might as well. Cain can hang out just a little while longer. He's been in that cage in Tristram for God knows how long, so another couple minutes isn't going to hurt him. Bloodhawk Nest. I like those flawless amethysts. That's our amulet crafting gems. We like those. No, I don't think he's gonna die in that cage, man. I think that, you know, some giant purple butterfly bitch is gonna come kill him. So I don't know why I get that feeling, but just get this feeling that Cain's gonna die to a purple butterfly, so. Yeah, we should probably get the waypoint here. And then I was thinking just skip all the way to Outer Cloister, but there's a very good chance I'm going to do some Countess runs, so should probably get the waypoint here while we're here. Oh. My switch that I have set up for my Hydras is so much better at teleporting. I've got a lot more mana, a lot more faster cast rate. And then my Frozen Orb side doesn't have like any bonus mana, no faster cast rate on it. So I gotta remember to switch back to my good teleporting stuff if I'm gonna try and teleport for distances. Yeah, I really am liking this build so far. You know, you can pretty much just go almost all Hydra all the way through Nightmare, and you know, you don't really start running into fire immunes until Act 4. I mean, occasionally before then, but for the most part, you don't run into fire immunes until about Act 4 Nightmare. You definitely want to have your Frozen Orb at least a couple points into it by the time you're getting towards the end of Nightmare. But for the most part, it's going really well, and it's going pretty smooth here, questing through Hell Mode so far. So, yeah. What? Wow, I apparently really suck at clicking on these stones, so. But I really can't imagine any sorceress build being better for questing through Hell Mode. Yeah, I'm sure that there's other builds that are better than Hydra Orb. You know, particularly lightning builds once you get Infinity. But, you know, as far as like just starting out on a sorceress and questing you know, even more so solo questing through hell mode. You know, the Hydra orb spec is I think really good. It's probably about your best option. Okay, we got... Sweet, these guys are not fire immune. Don't worry, Cain, I'm coming. I gotcha. Just chill, old man. Oh, ow. What? Oh, ow. Well, that was not good there. Yeah, we should probably get our mercenary, but pretty sure I just got a what the fuck owned by a death damage. Where's my body? Okay, there we go. Oh, and Griswold, he's not fire immune, so that'll be easy. Apparently Al-Hazir is afraid of him, though. See him running away? I don't know why he's running away. Oh, stupid skeleton, go away. Oh, Al-Hazir, what happened, buddy? Okay, well, we saved Cain. We don't need to do anything more here. Cain. I know you could have done something cool. You know, trying to tell me that you couldn't do anything. I don't believe that. You're the last of the Herodrim, bro. Okay. Get some gold so we can resurrect Al-Hazir. Oh, we already got Al-Hazir, never mind. Already had the gold, but at least now we have made it back, I guess. So. Al. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to start calling him Al. And you know, when I read that just now, it reminded me of Married with Children. Freaking love Married with Children, man. That was such a good show. I just love Ed O'Neill in general. Ed O'Neill is such a badass. And then, what's the lady that plays Peg? Is it Katie Seagal, I think? She does the voice for Leela on Futurama. There was one episode where she ends up getting married to some alien guy. And just they totally do like a parody of Married with Children. I love Futurama. Is such a good show. I haven't watched it in a long time, but I genuinely did enjoy that show quite a bit. Ooh, matriarchal bow. Alright, Moy Highlands, here we go. I think it's over this way. Oh, fire immune skeletons! Oh no! It means I have to orb them to death, and Al can't leech off of them. And there's this one guy that's got fanaticism somewhere. We must have killed the fanaticism guy. course, now that I've switched to 2 rows of full juvies, I'm not seeing hardly any of them drop, so that's alright. Yeah, we dinged again. We'll probably be in our mid-70s or so by the time we get through hell mode. So that's pretty awesome. Alright, so we got our orb finally maxed out, so now we can go back to putting points in fire spells. Man, the teleport is so slow now. I don't have nearly enough faster cast rate, and 105 faster cast rate on vanilla gives you an 8-frame teleport, and here you have to get 117 faster cast rate to get a 12-frame teleport, so it's very slow compared to what I'm used to. These these Diablo 2 modders really seem to hate teleport. And I didn't think it was possible to nerf Enigma more so than what they did in Path of Diablo. But yeah, I mean, Enigma in PD2 is just like a waste of a bear to jaw rune. Like, it is so bad in PD2 that I wouldn't recommend anybody making Enigma for anything, really. If they would have left the move speed and strength and magic find alone, then sure. You know, I think that the change to where you have blink charges as opposed to teleport skill, no, I'm okay with that, but they should have just left the rest of the Runeword alone. You know, they just absolutely took the nerf bat to Enigma, and you know, I haven't even heard of anybody wanting to even try to make it, let alone somebody having had made it. But it's just no good anymore. Yeah, they legitimately nerfed every single stat on Enigma. You know, you don't get the huge strength anymore. You don't get the magic find is significantly less than what it used to be. Even the damage reduction that you get from the bear rune in the, just from the rune itself was cut in half. I don't agree with them cutting the damage reduction it received from a bear rune socketed into gear from 8% to 4%. I think that is an awful change. With how valuable or how rare and valuable bear runes are. Oh, hey, Tal's mask. All right. With how rare and valuable bear runes are, I think that halving its actual usefulness in items is just awful. They really don't understand that change at all. Okay. Now we're getting all these fire and cold immunes mixed together. That's... Come on, Al. Alright. Gotta go find the smith so we can threaten to make my bones into fuel for the Hellforge. Chieftain battle axe. Okay. Black touch. I like that the range on Holy Freeze is significantly lower than it used to be. You know, it used to be if you were just on the screen as some same screen, or even, you know, anywhere near something that had Holy Freeze on it. Maybe he did have really bad frostbite. But if you're anywhere near things with Holy Freeze, you were slowed. And, you know, that's kind of a nerf to people that use Doom on their mercenaries, though. You know, that your mercenary has to be right on top of somebody to actually freeze it. Malice. Okay. Oh, these are all fire immune down here. Oh no. Ow. Don't die. Got some fat MF boots? No. You miss Wahid. You don't like Owl? What's wrong with Owl? I think Owl's doing a pretty stand-up job. And he's going to be doing even better once we put that Tal Rasha's mask on him, so... We'll go give Charsi her malice. Get Cain to identify our crap. And there you go, Al. That's way better. Got some resistances, more life. Ooh, 10% life leech on that bad boy. So now he's up to 28% leech. Love having 28% leech on a mercenary. That's awesome. Yeah, we'll keep that for funsies. Dole. Tal. Purple. Red. Green. Oh, hey, what do we got here? 2 to Sorc skills. Yeah. Okay. Oh man, Humor, I see you sneaking on there. The Demon Queen Andariel. I guess I never realized that she was the Demon Queen. I mean, she's definitely quite a demon, but I didn't know she was the Queen of Demons. Accidentally put points in Blizzard. Well, now that you put points into it, you might as well try it out, see if it works at all, man. I mean, you do have to get 1 point into Blizzard to get down to Frozen Orb, but if you put more than 1 point in there, you might as well try it out, see if it's any good. Oh, Huma. You. Jail level 2. Yeah. Since we got a teleport, might as well go find the waypoint. Now, in reality, I could Oh wait, we already have the waypoint. I'm dumb. Never mind. So how many points did you put into Blizzard then? No. Yeah, I mean, you'll eventually want a respec for sure to get that point back, but you know, you can really kind of do without it for a little while. It's not, I mean, it's not dire need for that one extra point, but. I mean, really, that's just one less point that you'll get in a Hydra synergy, so. Yeah, that's pretty much how it'll go. Alright, we need some mana potions here. Oh, ow, I don't, ow, ow, ow. Okay then. I don't know what happened right there. Just got bombarded by some mishappens or misshapens or whatever the hell they're called. Either way, went around a corner and they did not like me, so. Oh, and they still don't like me. Damn damage and everything. Oh, run away. Okay, there we go, there we go. Now we can just cheese them around this corner here. I really should start putting up town portals as I go, because being all glass cannony and having very few resistances and stuff, I'm probably going to die quite a few times on my journey here. Yeah, Humor, we can power level you at any point in time. Well, and now I'll have a sorceress that can, I mean, I can rush you on my druid, but now I have a sorceress that will be even better for rushing purposes, and we can get you caught up really quick, really. Okay. Cloisters. Yeah, it'll be alright. Tainted. That's what these are. Tainted. That unique pack sure kicked me in the taint earlier. Holy cow. Yeah, no problem, Charles. I'll let you know. Oh, oh. Oh, hey, small charm. Man, Hydra sure does a good job of killing ghosts. But really what I think that we should do, Huma, is get you up to level 40 before we kill normal Bale. And then that way I can make a YouTube video on how to do a glitch rush. Ooh, Ratman. And then we can, you know, basically rush any level 1 character all the way up to Act 5 Hell. They can't get into... They can't actually get the Ancients quest, so they can't do Bale runs, but you can really the goal with those is to get them to Chaos Sanctuary and do Chaos Sanctuary runs. And if you go from... Well, you get pretty good at EXP before level 25, but once you are like level 25, you'll get like 10 levels a run up until you're in your 70s or so. But yeah, when we end up getting ready to do that, I'll let you guys know, and that way we can get some glitch rushes going on. As long as my sorceress is strong enough to rush through 8 players 8 hell mode. Hopefully by then she will be. She's already doing pretty good, I think. You know, I've got halfway decent gear on her. A little ways to go on that, but... There's a guy on my Discord posted his +4 Oculus earlier. I was pretty jealous of that. He had a +4 Oculus and a +3 Maras, so pretty good slams on those. He said he took him about 12 Oculus to slam the +1 to skills on it, so... I've found one Oculus myself, and it was only +1 to skills. And I ended up giving it away, so... That's kind of why we are making the Hydra Orb Sorc in general. It's just to farm the crap out of Mephisto and hopefully get some good stuff to slam. This song kind of makes me want to go play Tetris. I don't know what song it is, but for whatever reason it reminds me of Tetris. Let's see. So I think going with Lesser Hydra. So we get... Okay, so with Fire Mastery, we get 1% Pierce and 4% Enhanced Damage. And then we get 6% with Lesser Hydra. I think we're going to go with Lesser Hydra. And then probably Fire Mastery, and then finish out Firebolt. Now the Pierce becomes more valuable the more damage that you do. And maxing out Lesser Hydra, it actually ends up doing way more single target damage. It becomes your boss killer, really. Your Lesser Hydra does quite a bit more single target damage than the Greater Hydra does. Okay, Catacombs 3. And Dariel shouldn't be too bad. She's got really crappy fire resistance, so she should die really fairly easily. Oh. These gargoyle traps. Oh, these zombies are actually immune to fire. That sucks. I didn't know there was fire immune zombies. Man, we're just gonna be screwed if there's a zombie apocalypse and they are immune to fire. I mean, that's like, you know, one of the top ways to... Oh, no, no. Ugh. I really need to get a new computer chair. I got this one not all that long ago. but it's not that great. I really want to get one of those like zero gravity chairs. Have you guys seen those things? That it's like supposed to make you feel like you're floating and take all the weight off of your joints and stuff. Yeah, I've been watching the movie Up a lot with my kid, which is the Disney Pixar movie, and about this, if you guys haven't seen it, it's about an old guy and this little like Boy Scout kid that go to Central America by floating his house there with balloons. And in the beginning part of the movie, the old guy is trying to get rid of the Boy Scout guy, and so he just sends him on a wild goose chase to catch a snipe. And he's like, I'm elderly and infirm. And now I just feel like that all the time. I feel like I'm elderly and infirm and need my zero gravity chair. But if you haven't watched the movie Up, it's actually pretty good for a little kid movie. Oh wow, rare tier 1 map and a grand charm out of a casket. That's pretty good. Well, you know, so the problem is with that route, Huma, is like we're depleting the supply of helium on our planet. Like the planet's just gonna run out of helium pretty soon, because it goes into the atmosphere and we can't recapture it. So your daughter called you ancient. Yeah. I'm sure that my kid's gonna be calling me ancient here sometime soon. But when I was still working in the grocery industry, like we had such a hard time with... I didn't. I dealt with the meat side of stuff, but our produce departments all had like balloons and stuff like that. And the produce merchandiser, she ended up going through like 4 or 5 different helium vendors because they just kept running out and couldn't get more helium. Like it was, for whatever reason, was really hard for them to keep helium at our stores. And I guess there's becoming a helium shortage because it's used in like MRI machines and like medical equipment and stuff. And I thought that was pretty interesting. That okay, so we got our TP up. Switch over to Hydra. Gotta pay attention to Al's ear so he doesn't wander off and just get absolutely smashed in the face. Oh no. I am afraid of you and I don't have Al. Oh no. Why? I can't even slow you down with a frozen orb? What kind of crap is that? Alright, we got a whole bunch of nothing off of that, guys. Okay. And I don't think I've had a single mercenary live through a single boss fight since they changed the primeval tags on stuff. I don't have any summoner builds, but I would imagine that any of you guys that play summoner builds are probably pretty frustrated with that. Oh, hey, 10 max Grand Charm. We'll keep that. That's good. 15 IAS Jewel. Alright. Found a shape-shifting skiller earlier. That was pretty cool. I really want to give Fireclaw's Druid a try for running Ubers and maybe even Diablo clone. I think I would have to have an Infinity and probably a Phoenix to really be able to do Diablo clone because he has such high fire resistance. So you need, you know, the Infinity and the Phoenix really to bring his fire resistance down to where you can actually do some fire damage to him. But yeah, Charles, I think that it was quite a very heavy nerf, and I think that it was just, I think it was just a bit too much with the way that the game is currently balanced. And you know, it's ridiculous to me that, you know, on my druid, he's not even a summoner druid, he's a windy druid, but I have level 23 bear on him, and my bear dies to Diablo, like not Diablo clone or anything like that, just regular Diablo in hell mode in Act 4 Chaos Sanctuary. He one-shots my bear that's level 23. And I mean, granted, my bear isn't synergized, but he doesn't gain any survivability from synergies at all, so it doesn't matter if he's synergized. But if you're running a summon druid, you know, on your way through hell mode for the first time, and you've got +3 to skills, and your maxed out bear gets one shot by Diablo, I think that's just pretty absurd. So, you know, I really hope that they either revert the change or, you know, take off the part where they do enhanced damage to everything. So, you know, I haven't really been paying attention to anything on like the Discord, or I find the PD2 Discord to be very toxic. So I really kind of try and avoid it other than when I get announcements. So I haven't really seen, you know, what people have been saying about the changes to the, you know, summon builds and stuff, but I would imagine that there's probably a lot of really upset people with, you know, they had a pretty strong build that they've been working at for 3 weeks now, and then they make one change in a patch after the servers were down for a couple days, and then all of a sudden their build that they've been working for a couple weeks on is now just crap. You know, I mean, it's still going to be good for all the regular content, but, you know, doing any sort of boss runs, act boss runs, or doing Ubers or Diablo clone and stuff like that, you know, I'm sure that there's a lot of people that had summoners just for farming Ubers with, and let's see. Whole lot of fire immune guys here. I'm gonna go try and find the waypoint. There, okay, yeah, there's a waypoint in sewers too. Let's see, what did that guy say? I just assume that pretty much everything in the sewers is fire immune, so I forget that the zombies are poison immune, not fire immune. Oh. Oh hey, I forgot I have can't be frozen on my frozen orb switch, so that's good. And still have really crappy resistances, so that's not so good, but might have to go with the Suicide Branch and Rhyme once we get into Act 3, Act 4, pretty much anywhere where they have souls at, because I would imagine I'll probably die to a single soul just lightninging me in the face from off screen, so. EXP Shrine, alright. About to ding. Need some fork in the garbage disposal. Oh, okay. I appreciate you being on stream with me. So, but no, I'm good on that. I'm gonna keep trying to quest through hell mode. So, kind of want to finish up my whole little series here with the solo quests. Oh, these guys are cold immune. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get all the way through hell mode tonight, as I have an early morning tomorrow. I haven't been doing very good at my 8 to 11 time range. They've been going pretty long, so tonight I think I might have to actually try and keep it to that whole 11 o'clock shutdown time. So I'm not sure how far we're going to get in this stream, but hoping to at least get to Mephisto. If I can get to Mephisto, I'll be happy, because then I can just sit and farm the crap out of him. Oh. So what is your guys' favorite areas to run? Like, what's been your go-to farming zones in PD2 so far? On my druid, I did quite a bit of Chaos Sanctuary and some Bale runs, and then I've mostly been just been doing maps since I've gotten them geared enough to run maps. But I haven't done any cows, like, at all. I don't even know if I've been inside the cow portal in a hell mode game. Didn't farm any nightmare cows or anything like that. I haven't really done many, like, Mephisto runs or Andariel runs or anything, so it's mostly just been Chaos Sanctuary and Bale. Yeah, we can do some cows, Huma. Cows are actually pretty good. You know, their normal cows are really good prior to level... I mean, they're even still pretty good after level 25, but they're really good up to 25, and they're actually a really good area to farm in hell mode, because they have such a good density that, you know, that it's one of the best places in the game to get runes and like Runeword bases and stuff like that. So, you know, the experience kind of dies off around level 90 or so running cows, but for the most part, cows are actually pretty good. Pits and Stony Tomb as well. I haven't done much Stony Tomb. I'm gonna definitely be doing some Stony Tomb on this chick. But I did do some pits. I did quite a few pit runs on my... Oh no. Ow. I'm sorry, bud. I was talking instead of giving you potions. But I did do quite a few pit runs on my double throw barb, and he was actually really good for running pits. But I haven't really completely decked out my double throw barb. Ultimately I want to get them all set up with gear and do a build video on them. But then I think I'm probably going to try and swap him over to, well, either Whirlwind. I'll probably go Whirlwind at some point in time, just because I really like Whirlwind. It's always been one of my favorite builds. But I also really kind of want to make a Frenzy Barb.
Good to see you.
Javazons, I guess, are actually pretty solid. So they say that the damage is there for sure. I haven't played Javazon at all. I mean, the one that I have is like level 6, so I can't personally say, but my buddy Sable, he's been rocking the Javazon and said that his biggest struggle with it is actually mana. So he has a hard time keeping his mana up. So I know that you had that issue too, and usually I'd think that it would have gotten better as he got, you know, through levels and stuff, but he says that even being pretty geared out that he hits the blue juice quite a bit. So, but he says that, you know, it really does a lot of damage and kills stuff quick, but it's very mana intensive. Oh. Alright, so we already got our lesser Hydra doing more single target damage than our... Not by much, though, so... Okay. 1, 2... Okay. And Alhazir. Yeah, gotta love that blue juice. That seems pretty common in this entire mod. I notice on my druid I go through quite a few mana potions there too. Oh wait, what? Okay. Why do these guys do poison damage? Is that new to PD2 that cave leapers do poison damage, or have they always done poison damage? Yeah, I'll show you my skill tree. Hold on, let me run away from these things that are trying to kill me real fast. So, in my cold skill tree, I just have 1 point in everything needed to get Frozen Orb. Frozen Orb is maxed out, and then I have 1 point in Cold Mastery. I have just 1 point in Telekinesis and Teleport. I did not get Shiver Armor. I might do that later on, but I just didn't want to spend the points in Cold Enchant and then the other point in Shiver Armor. But, you know, Shiver Armor is probably a good idea. And then in my fire skill tree, I leveled with this build. I haven't done any respecs, so I put as many points as I needed in Firebolt. I got 1 point in Warmth, and then put points into Firebolt up until I got Lesser Hydra, and then put points in Lesser Hydra all the way up until I got to level 30 skills, where I've got 1 point in Fire Mastery, and then I've maxed out Hydra, and now I'm working on Lesser Hydra. And after I figure out, or once I max out Lesser Hydra, I will probably go back and do Fire Mastery and then finish off Firebolt. So that's what I've got so far going on the skill trees side of things. So, if you're interested in my gear, so on my main weapon slot, this is my Hydra weapon setup. I've got Suicide Branch that's got faster hit recovery slammed on it, just a +1 to lidless wall, some random rare amulet with +1 Sorc skills and some resistances, Shaco that was given to me, so that was very, very generous of them, especially because it's a 5% physical damage reduction Shaco. Scolder's Ire, I found that on my Druid. Used it for a little while, and then I switched over to Skins of the Viper for faster cast rate and all that. Mage Fist, these are self-found on this sorceress. So are both the Nagel Ring and the Eye of Mordini. The Gold Rat Battle Belt I upgraded to be a battle belt just so I had all 4 slots, and then some crafted. These are actually safety boots. They're not caster boots. So. And then on the Switch, we've got Rhyme, and then a +4 to, well, it's +2 to all skills and then 2 to Frozen Orb. Yeah, I wouldn't invest any more points than just 1 into Shiver Armor. I think that Shiver Armor is definitely worth the 1 point. Like I said, I didn't want to put points into it earlier on. I was kind of more focused on getting my damage output up, but I will probably go back and get a point in Shiver Armor. But you definitely don't need to put more than 1 point into it. If you were like just a pure cold build, then you could put more points into it after everything else was maxed out. But you do just fine with just the single point into Shiver Armor. So I'd say just 1 point and then leave it alone after that. Oh, I forgot I've got a... Okay, that's level 76. So I've got that, the Medusa's Gaze, to go on my Switch with for my Frozen Orb switch. That's kind of what I've got going on is I have Hydra on one weapon set and then Frozen Orb on the other weapon set. So I can just, switch weapons and cast whether it's Hydra or Orb that I'm looking for, so. But my primary focus is Hydra, so I'll just kind of stay on that weapon swap until I run into fire immunes, and then I'll just switch over to Frozen Orb, so. So these zones that have very few fire immunes are much quicker than the ones that have quite a lot, so. These stupid Sand Leapers. I hate the Sand Leapers. And they're fire immune, so that's even worse. Hey, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate that. Oh, poor Al, man. He's just trying to poke something. Doesn't know which way to go. Alright, we're going to go ahead and try the Stony Tomb here, see how it goes. Story of your life, just trying to poke something, not sure which way to go. Yeah. Oh no. That lightning damage. Topaz. Yeah, I've heard of a lot of people finding high runes in this place. So maybe I'll get lucky and find one. Or maybe I'll just die to lightning enchanted stuff, so Either one, whichever comes first, you know. Most likely die to lightning enchanted stuff, so. Later, Humar. Have a good night, man. Give Oscar my best. Oh no, ow. Ow. So I'm curious if... what? Alright, so sorry guys, I thought I had my chat set up on for YouTube, so I was wondering why I wasn't seeing any chat from YouTube. So I haven't been ignoring you guys, I promise. I just realized that you guys have been chatting for this whole time. So Wolf Barb strong, huh? I haven't tried out Wolf Barb. I'm pretty excited to try out Wolf Barb. I do have well, as long as I don't brick it, I did get a Wolf Howl to drop, but I've heard, you know, from people talking on Reddit that, you know, Wolf Barb is better than Wolf Druids are. And some people seem to be fairly disappointed that barbarians are... Oh, ow, what... Damn. Okay. So I think we're gonna have to get some more resistances here, guys. Just so I don't die to that stupid cold damage.
Good evening.
Alright. Goes a long way back, I guess. Okay. Where did I die? Oh, okay, up here. Chuko knew. Huh. I had a friend say that the Chuko knew had splash damage on it, and I think that that's for anything that shapeshifts. If you guys aren't aware, you can actually use bows and crossbows on a wolf or a bear, and it acts like a melee weapon instead of a ranged weapon. And the Chuko News are actually really, really good because they have a -60 weapon speed. So if you find a good Chuko New with some splash damage on it, it might be worth slamming because you can get sockets and make a really, really good weapon for a druid. So, or anything like if you use beast to shapeshift into something but aren't actually using the beast as your weapon, you can, you know, have the Chuko New on your switch, and if it has splash damage, then it will actually splash. So I'm not sure if it, you know, the last update for Pluggy was in like 2017. So what bug are you seeing in PD2 that's also in Pluggy? I mean, the game itself has a lot of bugs just in general. So that, I mean, you could be, there's any number of things that could be. You haven't slammed anything yet, Charles? Why not? Longsword. So you've just been saving up all your world stone shards? How many do you have? Just out of curiosity. I haven't slammed anything for a while now. I've been wanting to save up and do a Slamfest YouTube video. So I'm up to like 35 world stone shards that I have saved up now, but I do really like that there's no corrupted no change option. I mean, it's either you get a mod or you brick the item, you know. It's you get a mod, you get sockets, something good, or you brick it. There's no just half disappointing, it's corrupted no change. And you know, it just nothing changes about it other than it loses half of its value. But you know, that was kind of my experience with now these cave leapers are fire or cold immune. But when you upgrade an item, the stats don't reroll. When you upgrade an item, it keeps the stats. So that's supposed to be that way. So the only way that you cannot reroll the stats at all on unique items or set items. You can reroll the stats on yellow and blue items, but yeah, you can't, like, upgrading anything, whether it be a blue item, yellow item, or unique or anything like that. You can't upgrade white items either, but the upgrading an item will not change the stats on it. So and the only way that you can change the stats on a blue item is by putting it in the cube with 3 perfect gems, and it will completely change the stats. And then you can do the same thing with a yellow item, but it requires 6 perfect skulls. So you can reroll, like, if you get a rare circlet that's, you know, crappy or whatever, you can use perfect skulls to reroll it, trying to get a +2 to class skills with, you know, 20 faster cast rate or something like that, or +2 to Amazon circlet with faster run walk and dual leech, or you know, whatever you're looking for in your circlet. But okay, so that bug was when PD2 first went live, and they already patched it, so it's already fixed. If you've logged on to the servers for, like, if you've launched if you have launched Project Diablo 2 with the actual launcher at any point in time in the last 2.5 weeks, that bug is completely gone. So yeah, you can get some really, really good blue javelins for sure. But the Ethereal slam bug is no longer available. You can't do it anymore. I actually have the shield that I use on my druid is a Ethereal bug slammed lidless wall. I actually dropped a 2 to skills, 6 mana per kill lidless wall that was Ethereal and slammed indestructible on it and wasted all of my RNG for the rest of the season. But with that glitch, I have where is okay? For some reason, I was looking for the maggot lair, but I'm not even in the right zone for maggot lair. We are gonna go get the Halls of the Dead level 2 waypoint though. But yeah, my lidless wall that was Ethereal that I slammed has 1,865 defense on it when it should only have about 300. So, but again, you can't do that anymore. They fixed that glitch pretty quick. It's been fixed for several weeks now. Ooze Froth the Mauler. Okay. These guys are dying pretty good. Man, I do have to say that Frozen Orb takes a lot of mana. And I know that I've only got like 375 mana in my mana pool, but I feel like Frozen Orb just drains it so fast. Oh, ow. Gonna have to craft that bad boy. New Blade of Alibaba. Haven't dropped one of those yet on PD2, so I'll take that. Yeah, no problem, man. Well, if you have any other questions, feel free to ask away. I might not know answers to all of them, but I'll sure try. If I do know the answer, I'll be sure to let you know. Really, Halls of the Dead's not too bad as far as running the Hydra Orb Sorc. I thought you couldn't teleport down here. Maybe it's just on level 2 that you can't, 2 and 3. The super unique in the room where you get your cube is one of the new key bosses. So I think it's on level, at least you can teleport on level 1 still, but we'll try it out on 2 and 3. Okay, so you cannot teleport on Halls of the Dead level 2. And let's see, we need some healing potions. Some little bat things are fire immune. That's kind of annoying, but other than that, we really haven't had many fire immunes, so this might be another good place to farm with a fire or Hydra orb Sorc. A Ral rune. Oh. We did level up, so. And lesser Hydra. Okay. Oh yeah. Can't teleport. Poison immune zombies. That's not bad. Still can't get over the fire immune zombies. That's who would have thought that a zombie would be immune to fire? I just don't get that. What is that? Alders? Alright, we'll take that. We like alders. Can add those to the slam fest. Yeah, I'm normally, up until this point, I've been picking up all of the white maps, but I've got literally 50 white tier 1 maps on a mule, so so I really just don't think I need to pick those up anymore. I'll pick up the yellow ones, but I really do not need any more of the white ones. I still pick up all the I haven't tried the combustion fireball frozen orb build at all. I think that they'd be pretty similar. I think that combustion would be better in like for running cows and stuff like that. But I mean, really all you're doing is you're switching out either Hydra, so you have your Hydra with Fireball, or Hydra with Firebolt, which is your boss killer version, versus having AoE for combustion and then your Fireball for in between combustions. So I think that depending on what you're running, the combustion will be better in certain zones. However, the Hydra build would be better in other zones. Personally, what my plan is for end game on this chick, once I get all the way through Hell mode, is I'm going to go pure Hydra and not have Frozen Orb at all, and just farm Mephisto, Stony Tombs, and Maggot Lair. There's no fire immunes in those areas, and you can kill everything in Endurance of Hate level 2, or level 3, sorry, and then Stony Tombs and Maggot Lair with just a fire build. So, I think that both of the builds are pretty comparable, but again, the Hydra will perform. Damn it. I forget if you are ever clicking on your gem shrines and you have the stackable gems in your inventory, they will not work. You have to get a non-stackable gem to make your gem shrines work. So, but yeah, I think that. Oh damn! This whole not being able to teleport thing is really getting annoying. I think that the combustion build is a very strong build, and it will be much stronger if you are farming things like cows. But either way, I think they're both pretty solid builds. I think it's easier to get away with being under-geared with Hydra. Just the way it works, how you can throw out your Hydras and run away. Forgot I was going to craft that, but guess not. Not anymore. Okay. Yeah, no problem, man. That's pretty much what I do, is just sit around and think about theory crafting and what's going to be good and what's not and all that. So, you know, I really enjoy questions like that. So please don't hesitate to ask if you have any more. I love Slamfest too. I haven't done one on PD2 yet. I really haven't found enough stuff really worth slamming to do one yet, but I've been saving up and should be able to do one relatively soon. At least I hope. Most of the stuff that I have is +3 amulets and +3 blue circlets, so that's kind of underwhelming. I do have some other good stuff, like I've got a storm shield and Talrash's amulet and some other actually good pieces of gear that, you know, that's not just blue circlets and stuff, so. That. I was running this the other day on my frenzy or my throw barb. Have you guys actually come to run, like doing key runs, come to kill Blood Witch the Wild and she doesn't spawn? Like she just did not spawn at all, and it really threw me off. Like there was the chest there where, you know, the cube is supposed to be, but there was just no Blood Witch the Wild. There was 2 guardians, no skeletons, just 2 guardians was the only thing in that entire room. And I was like, what the hell, guys? How am I supposed to farm keys if the boss doesn't even spawn? Oh yeah, no teleport. Ooh. Ooh, an IO rune. I like IO runes. I just like rune drops in general. You know, I don't care if it's a tier rune or an IO or a high rune. You know what I mean? Obviously I like the high rune drops better, but I just like seeing those orange letters pop up, I guess. It's really, other than not being able to teleport down here, that's actually pretty annoying on a sorceress. Yeah, I focus my mobility around teleport so much that not having it just really throws me off. And I can't reposition Al. I don't like that either. You know, Al's not the brightest tool in the shed, so. Oh, wow, okay. Well, we're not gonna mess around with these guys anymore. That they just absolutely one-shot Al, and well, there's probably like 5 of them hitting him all at the same time. But we really don't need anything down there, so we'll just move on go on our merry little way. So, oh, 69, haha. Ooh, 18 life, 12 mana, small charm, that's not bad, I'll take that. Okay. Alright. Alright, guys, I need to use the restroom real fast. I will be back in just a few minutes. So, be right back. Alright. We are back. So for any of you guys that were here watching last night, I was talking about how, you know, I'm trying to quit smoking and switch over to vaping, and I ran out of cigarettes and made myself not buy anymore, so feeling quite anxious. And for any of you that's ever, you know, quit smoking before or tried or anything, you know, I'm sure you guys know how that goes. But all right, let's see here. We really need to get him new armor and a higher damage weapon. Have any of you guys tried using Stone Runeword since they changed it? Like, I think the Stone Runeword is so good now. Let's see where it is. Right here. Yeah, right here. But I was thinking about trying to use Stone Runeword on my druid. Just to, I mean, he'd have a ton of defense because he's got that lidless wall with the Ethereal glitch. But yeah, that's, you know, I'm trying, man. I'm really, if I can get through the first week or so without letting myself buy cigarettes, then I think that, you know, that's really the, oh hey, Optimus Whale, nice. Huh. I know that he doesn't really benefit from much of that stuff. Like, I mean, he gets a little bit from the 1 to skills. It makes his Defiance aura higher. Faster hit recovery is good. Quite a bit of defense. Some replenish life. Not bad. Surely it's better than Saigon's armor, so I guess, you know, just need to complain about stuff more. I need him to have infinity. Go, drop me 2 bear runes and a good base, please. That's not exactly how I was wanting him to have conviction aura, but I did, you know, switch to vaping for about 1.5 years, several years back, and, you know, I eventually got to the point where I really didn't mind it at all. And okay, so there's the next zone, but well, that's good getting a Malaroon. Is that especially off of your? Didn't you say you were running Nightmare Bale runs? I think a Nightmare out of, or a Malaroon out of Nightmare Bale runs is really good. Bale himself can drop up to a Vex rune, so I did not know that. I actually dropped a Vex rune off of Nightmare Bale, doing Nightmare Bale runs on my Holy Bolt Paladin, and it really surprised me that Nightmare Bale dropped a Vex. So I think I've only found a single Malaroon so far in PD2. I was trying to farm one for my druid for such a long time because the druid chest piece, I think it's called Rain, that adds, you know, +2 to druid skills and +1 to summoning skills, and all that is super good, but it takes a Malaroon, and I've tried for such a long time to get one, and Then I eventually gave up and did get a Mal room, but it's just sitting on, I think, on my druid now. So. Ooh, ow. I think we might have to make a smoke for this chick. I think I've got all the stuff in my stash. We'll take a look after I get the staff. I know I have a 2 open socket serpent skin armor. I'm not sure if I have a loom rune on this chick or not. But you just made a stone today, Jacob? What base did you use? Oh, ow. Oh. Stupid fire immune bug. Yes, healing potions. Oh. I almost died the third time to... the frozen or cold enchanted death damage. Oh, you made an infinity today? That's awesome. Infinity is such a good rune word. I've got quite a ways to go until I get an infinity. I've got a half of a bear rune, and that's about it. How does Infinity do with breaking lightning immunities in maps? Yeah, in non-map content, it should break all the same lightning immunes, but I haven't seen any information on the resistances for things in maps. Lava Gout's not bad. I mean, they're not the best gloves by any means, but they're definitely pretty solid on, you know, any melee damage character or physical damage that, like, they are pretty good on Boazons and Barbarians and Fury Druids, stuff like that. I mean, there certainly are better options, but they're a very good option on a lot of different builds. Yeah, I will eventually want to get an infinity. I mean, it's just so good, and it's so useful on... I mean, it's really your best in-slot weapon, mercenary weapon, for any character that does elemental damage. Well, not poison, but fire, lightning, or cold damage. You know, it's your... Even if it doesn't break very many fire or cold immunities, it still really helps your damage output, and helps your damage output more so than any other thing that you can put on your mercenary, so... Right, it's as good on a Fireclaw Druid as, you know, something like a beast would be on a Fury Druid, so. You know, and Infinity isn't as necessary on Hydra Orb Sorc because you do have the dual elements to get around immunes, but it's still going to be your biggest damage output. If you don't need the meditation aura from Insight, you know, there's no reason not to use an Infinity. So. And yeah, and you know, with fire golems, you know, Infinity, even with using lower resistance aura, you know, you will actually be able to break additional fire immunes with using both Infinity and lower resist aura. So on your lower resist, did you actually invest points into it, or did you just get the 1 point and put everything else towards your fire golems? Oh, I guess I could have read. I missed the part where you said max lower resist curse. So yeah, I mean, with max lower resistance curse and Infinity, you'll probably break quite a few more fire immunes than you already do, so. Yeah, that's one thing that kind of upsets me about curses now, is that you have to, I mean, you have to legitimately invest. By the way, I learned from one of you guys the other day that you can actually go to Atma to heal. You don't have to go to Farah. She doesn't sell anything, but I mean, you can't vendor stuff to her, but so. Moon Boy, I'm doing good today. How are you? I'm just hit level 70 not too long ago. So. Let's see. Okay, I do have a loom rune, so yeah, I think we'll go ahead and make a smoke. So that is Nef. And loom. Nef, loom. Oh, pretty good roll. We got 44 all resistances on it, so not bad. Not bad. That'll. I mean, we lose magic find and +1 to skills, but that's okay. At least it gets us to all positive resistances, so I'll take it. Kind of disappointed that they did nerf smoke. I mean, it was such a useful armor, and you know, I don't really understand why they felt it was necessary to nerf it. I mean, really the only thing that it did for anybody was just get you some resistances to make it through hell mode, so. Far Oasis. Okay, so now we're off to Claw Vapor Temple. I'm gonna go ahead and kill all these guys since they're these little the itchies guys, they die really fast to elemental damage. So and so do I, but not as bad now that we got some resistances. That makes me feel better. Oh. Ow. Ow. Oh, beetle burst. I guess I'm just gonna stay frozen for forever. Cold durations last so long off of some random stuff. I never really understood why when you talk to Farah or Mala or any of the people in town that will heal you, they'll get rid of curses and poisons and then heal all of your life and mana for you and any of your summons and mercenary, but they don't get rid of cult. Like, I never understood why they don't remove the chilled debuff. I guess they don't care if I have hypothermia and I'm about to die, so... Hypothermia is a real thing, Mala. Okay. Go find some snakes. What's up, Chuba? How you doing, man? Yeah, waypoint, alright. Just trying to make our way through Act 2 Hell mode here on the old sorceress. It's going pretty good so far. I've died a couple of times to stupid stuff, but for the most part, we're doing pretty good. Nice. What did you manage to get for your break on that? I'm really unfamiliar with what room prices are currently. Yeah, but I had a friend saying that he tried to get a bear rune for a jaw and ohm rune, and somebody turned it down. So, from what I hear, bear runes are probably the most expensive of the runes right now. So, 3 ohm, 2 vex, and a gull. Okay. So yeah, that's. So bear runes 3.5. Okay. So if bear runes 3.5, does that mean that if bear runes 3.5 is Sir 1.75? Hey, why? Huh. I wonder if I've never really I never have spawned a map that is this close to town. I'm genuinely interested if I can teleport into town over here. No, I guess not. But that's weird that town is like right there, but I'm all the way in Lost City. So... Oh, that's awesome. Did you slam it or just leave it clean and then use the puzzle box? Why? I love slamming. I haven't really gotten any good slams, but I don't know, man. A +3 Shaco with 5 physical damage reduction and 2 sockets is better than a +2 Shaco. Well, just saying. I'm not sure if belts are worth it. Like, you know, in Path of Diablo, like, I felt like there was just no reason ever to slam a belt. Like, you know, maybe a razor tail to get some extra pierce on it, but, you know, the risk versus reward on belt slams there was just not worth it at all. But, yeah, I know that there are some better belt slams now, but I still don't think, nothing kind of jumped out at me, but I'm a glutton for punishment, and I just like to try and slam stuff just to slam stuff, so. Ooh, can't be frozen on a Nagel ring, that's awesome. Can't be frozen is such a more important thing on casters now that it slows down your cast rate. Like in vanilla or life tap charges. I'm way too lazy to use life tap charges, so. But in vanilla or Path of Diablo, you don't lose faster cast rate when you're chilled, so if you know, it's really valuable on casters now to get Can't Be Frozen. That's usually how I am too. I don't really, if I can't afford to lose the item, I won't slam it, but if I can afford to lose it or have something halfway decent to fall back on, then I'll slam it. You know, that's why I haven't slammed the Shaco, is because I don't have anything to really replace it with if it bricks. So, you know, the Shaco was given to me. I haven't actually dropped a Shaco yet. So, you know, if I find another one, then I'll probably try and slam one. And if I slam one even with a crappy mod on it, I'll probably slam the other one just because I still have one to use, so. But generally, I try to. Oh, yeah. But I generally try to not slam anything if I am planning on using it, so. The exceptions with that would be like +3 blue circlets or amulets. You know, you can. Oh, why? Okay. Oh, Al. We need to figure something out, Al. He's just getting wrecked. But. Oh yeah, that would be pretty sad. I found a in the most recent season of Path of Diablo, I found a 10% faster cast rate ring with 19 to strength, 13 to all resistances, and I think some life on it or something like that. But you know, just absolutely amazing faster cast rate ring, and I slammed it and bricked it. I was pretty sad about that, but. Okay. Moving off to some Arcane Sanctuary. Yep. Saigon's gloves and boots, man. I already got them. Got Saigon's gloves and boots. I just found the Atma's whale just a little bit ago to replace the Saigon's armor. Really, I need to get a better, a higher damage weapon. Because he's got 28% leech, but he doesn't do very much damage, so. That and, you know, he's only level 70 and doesn't have very good resistances and stuff, so he'll get sturdier as I level up, I'm sure. And eventually we'll find some good armor and a better weapon base. The two-piece Saigons is just so good on mercenaries. By Wire Fleece, do you mean Gladiator's Bane? Yeah. That's actually what I'm using on my Druid's Mercenary. Gladiator's Bane is really a good mercenary armor. Like, my Druid's Mercenary doesn't have any problems tanking maps or anything. He is a little squishier now against bosses, but for sure, like, Diablo still one-shots him. And he can kind of struggles against Bale. But, oh, that poison damage. Yeah, I'm just solo questing through Hell mode. So it's online, so I can't change the player amounts, but ooh, ow. All right. Should have level. Oh wait, we are on level 3, so somewhere in the middle here. Yeah, that's a good idea. It was having a life tap wand as my second weapon. That'd really help keep my mercenary alive a lot better. But as of right now, I have a suicide branch and a lidless wall that I keep for my for teleporting and Hydra side. And then I have a +4 frozen orb that I use on my switch, so that way I can be lazy and not have to switch between Hydra and Frozen Orb. I can just hit W and it switches back and forth. And eventually I'll get this Medusa's Gaze to go with my Frozen Orb switch. And then I have a Escuda's Temper to go on my Hydra side. So that's my ultimate goal there, is to have basically a cold weapon setup and a fire weapon setup and go from there. So, but the life tap wand is actually a really good idea. I didn't even think about that. Ooh. Ooh, a heart carver. that thresher have any sockets in it? Wait, I think I've got all the stuff to cube socket something, so I could, even if it doesn't have any sockets, I would. Okay, so yeah, I can try and get 4 and make a. Ooh, ow! Infinity Thresher would be nice, or Insight Thresher would be nice. As we established just a little bit ago, I'm not nowhere close to having the stuff for an infinity. Threshers are max roll 5. Grand Charm, vendor fodder. Alright. Hi, Lysander. I'm gonna keep that heart carver for my barbarian switch, because apparently a find item doesn't do hardly anything if you only have 1 point into it and no plus to skills. So I want to get a couple of heart carver rondels for my switch on my throw barb, and that way he can actually hork some stuff from Travancore. Okay. Oh yeah, Colossus Volg is max 4. I get 4 sockets from Larzuk. I'd have to figure out somewhere to get some strength at, though. Because I think even an Ethereal Colossus Volg, I think, takes 200 strength. So I'd be 19 short. Ooh. I've actually got, on my druid, I'm using an insight in an ethereal warpike, and that's actually working out really good. I did all the math on it, and as far as your damage output, even with increased attack speed and stuff like that, the Warpike is a slow weapon, but even at lower IAS breakpoints, the Warpike does more damage. So you do more damage per second with a Warpike at 22 or 24, I believe, is the lower breakpoint. So 24 increased attack speed on a Warpike does more damage per second than a Thresher does with whatever the breakpoint is right before 75. So you have to have 75 increased attack speed on a Thresher for it to be better or more damage output than a Warpike with only 24 increased attack speed. And Summoner sure has a lot of life now. Let's see. So we got Circle. I can't remember which way Circle is. Oh no, Circle's the very first one over here. There we go. Yep. I should probably go to town and buy some more healing potions. Go kick some urns here. Maybe they'll drop me some. Alright, Ghoul Lords. They're all cracked out, man. Oh, that's a lot of scary stuff. A lot of scary stuff. Guess we had 2 unique packs of them in there. Thought there was only 1, but I guess we had 2. So I'm surprised we didn't die. I'll take it. Stay away, ghosty thing that takes all my mana away. Hate those things, man. And they're really bad on a throw barb because you have like no mana on a throw barb, and even if you proc amp damage on them, you don't leech off of them. And yeah, if any of you guys have made a throw barb, you would know how. I mean, it is just awful on things that you can't leech on. You go through your mana pool so fast. Because, I mean, you throw your weapons so quick, and it's like 9 or 10 mana per throw. So it doesn't take very long to go through your entire mana pool as a throw barb. Okay. I feel like our damage is kind of starting to slack a little bit here. I don't know if it's just because we keep finding these unique packs and stuff like that, but I feel like our kill speed has gone down quite a bit now that we're towards the end of Act 2. Ooh. Okay. Kill the Guardian. It's kind of annoying that just the skeletons are fire immune. Like, nothing else down here is fire immune other than the skeletons. And I'm kind of afraid of Duriel, because I know that Al won't be able to tank him at all. And I guess I'll just have to cast Hydras and play Ring Around the Dipshit, so hopefully I can stay ahead of him. Or him. I think Duriel's a him. Pretty sure it's a him. It's a big bug thing that's kind of asexual, really. Kill the Guardian. I'm glad one of us believes in Al. I don't. At least not when it comes to act bosses. Yeah. Al's pretty good on normal stuff here, but when it gets to act boss time, it's like a wet noodle, man. Just falls over limp. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go get some more potions first. Oh. Lysander does sell potions. Okay. Got our potions. Alright, man, here we go. We're gonna give her a try. Yeah, that'd be a good thing to do, Chuba. Plus 4 Bone Flame would be really nice. Okay, so here we go. Okay, you get him, Al. Go, Al. Tank him. Tank him more. Here's a healing potion. He's doing surprisingly a lot better than I thought, so here's another healing potion. You can do it, buddy. We'll even give you a purple drink. No, don't run away. Don't run away now. Don't bring him towards me, man. Ow! You're killing me, bud. Okay. Okay, I think we got him. I think we got him. Oh, man. Good job, Al. Good job. I will take that. Alright, well, that wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'm glad that you believed in the greatness of Al there, Moon Boy. If it wasn't for you, he probably wouldn't have done it. Well, guys, I think I might have to call it a night for tonight. I've got a really early day tomorrow. And we're at a good stopping point here, so I think we might have to pick it up again tomorrow. Tomorrow, if anybody's interested, hop on my Discord. If you're interested, I'd like to do some group maps on stream. So if anybody's interested, hop on my Discord. It'll still be the same time that I normally stream, so 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. my time. So if you're interested, by all means, hop on to Discord and let me know. And either way, I'll probably just fill up with anybody that joins in. So, but that's my goal for tomorrow night, is to do group maps with you guys. So let me know if you are interested in coming. I hope you all have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow. A perfect 6-socket windhammer? I do not know, Vladimir. It's got to be worth something, I would imagine. You know, if you go to any of my YouTube, well, I'll post a Discord link in chat here real quick. Give me just 1 second. Let's see. Okay. So there's a link to my Discord if any of you guys are interested. I encourage you to join, and like I said, hopefully we can do some group mapping tomorrow. I'll probably end up running on my druid if my sorceress isn't in Act 5 yet. But yeah, hope to see you guys there and have a good night. So yeah, there's a link to my Discord right there, and as Randy said, most of my YouTube videos have a link for it as well. So all right, guys, have a good night and good luck.